Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. It's another all new news roundup that we've got in store for you today. We're going to be going through yesterday's and Sunday night's Premier League action. We're also going to be talking about tonight's Champions League action, as once again it's that time of year again where the Champions League returns for another season and the group stages are set to kick off tonight. We're going to be going through the games that are set to be taking place tonight as well, so we've got that to look forward to. But before we go any further, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you're new. Both things are always and very be greatly appreciated. But for now, let's go back to talking about some of the biggest headlines from the world of football. So diving headfirst into the news, we come to last night's Premier League action, and Everton came back from a goal down to beat Burnley 3-1 on the night. The Clarets drew first blood when Ben Mee scored the opening goal of the game, but that goal only seemed to awaken Everton as they went on to put Burnley to the sword in devastating fashion. First, Michael Keane equalised for the home side before Andros Townsend scored the pick of the goals. An absolute quality strike from distance that flew straight into the top corner before Demarai Gray finished off a swift counter-attack, saw him go one-on-one with Burnley goalkeeper Nick Pope to finish what was an impressive performance from Everton in the end and give Everton all 3 points to continue their impressive start to the season, as well as score a goal that also continues his own personal impressive start to the season as well. The result means that Everton sit in 4th place, level on points with all the teams above them, but below them because of goal difference. Like I say, a decent start to life on the Rafa Benitez, isn't it, for Everton? They've played particularly well in the first 3 games of the season, and Demarai Gray in particular seems to have picked up some truly impressive form since his arrival to Goodison Park this summer. He appears to be a bit of a bargain deal, in all honesty, at this early stage of the season. One of the signings of the summer. He's definitely picked up some very good early form, and of course we'll have to wait and see if that continues in the long run. But like I say, for now, enjoy it while it lasts. But yes, on the night, a well-deserved points for the Toffees, and like I say, check out Andros Townsend's goal if you haven't already, because it is an absolute stunner of a goal. Next up, we're talking about Sunday's Premier League action, and it was a bittersweet victory for Liverpool on the day as they came out as 3-0 winners against Leeds United. But what overshadowed the game was, of course, the loss of one Harvey Elliott for a nasty and horrible looking injury. Mohamed Salah scored his 100th Premier League goal of his career in the first half before Fabinho doubled Liverpool's lead in the second half. Moments later, though, following the second goal, a challenge from Pascal Strujic, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, by the way, on Harvey Elliott drew graphic scenes. A horrific injury occurred there. Mohamed Salah was quick to draw attention to the severity of the injury once the challenge came in, and after getting the medical team on to see him and to help him, the youngster was stretchered off and Strujic was sent off as a result of his challenge. From there, though, the game understandably lost its tempo, lost its rhythm before the injury. It was fast-paced, it was frantic football, and nothing more than you'd expect from 2 attacking teams, in all honesty. But following the injury, you could tell it had an effect on everyone. It dampened down the atmosphere of the crowd. The players sort of shifted down a gear or two. It had an effect on everybody that was within the stadium and was playing as well. And like I say, it's understandably so. But Liverpool did go on to wrap up the entirety of the game. Sadio Mane, who missed a bag full of chances throughout the game, finally managed to put one away. Liverpool went 3-0 up. They saw out the rest of the game and claimed all 3 points in the process. I feel gutted for Elliott. I think a lot of us do. We feel absolutely gutted for Elliott, and we send out our best thoughts and prayers to him that he gets on to a track of speedy recovery. We should be sat here and we should be talking about what is a great result for Liverpool, how Mohamed Salah enjoyed a momentous occasion of scoring 100 Premier League goals, and we should be applauding Liverpool for what was a fantastic performance and a great game. But our thoughts and prayers, like I say, go out to an 18-year-old kid who was breaking into a Liverpool team that is arguably one of the hardest clubs to break into for someone of his age, especially for the position that he plays in central midfield. It's a difficult position to break into, but he was taking to the club, the Premier League, and the position like a duck to water, and now he's set in for a pretty big setback at that, with the severity of the injury that it is, a dislocated ankle, it seems. The upside, if you can actually see some sort of upside here, is that obviously with his young age, I'm pretty sure that he'll come back stronger than ever. He appears to have the correct mentality, the correct mindset to go into an injury like this and come out the other end stronger than before, and come back and work harder than ever before and get to where he wants to be. He's a top player for a guy of his age, and I'm sure that he will come back from this and fight back even harder. On the tackle itself, I think that if he doesn't dislocate his ankle, the game plays on. There's no card, because the referee didn't appear to be trying to pull that foul up for a free kick on reflection. That challenge happens in all games. It happened with Sadio Mane moments later. It happened in the same game, that kind of challenge. But on that occasion, of course, Mane was fine. Mane got up and played on. This kind of challenge, it's a 9 out of 10 thing, where it's 9 out of 10 that either the game plays on and both men are fine, or maybe the challenge happens, both men are still fine, but the referee gives a free kick. But on this one occasion, something like this happens, and it's unfortunate that Elliott was sort of the exception to the norm of this kind of challenge, resulting in a horrifying injury. I think the red card, as harsh and as unfortunate as it may be on the offender, I think it was the right call. But I do expect, and I think it may be the right call, that this ban does get possibly reduced should it get that far and taken to the FA, of course. But we wait and see if that is to be the case. Upon reflection, a good 3 points to Liverpool. But, of course, we mainly should be talking about Harvey Elliott here and wishing him a very speedy recovery. And finally, we're talking about tonight's Champions League as it returns. It's that time of year again. The group stages are set to kick off for another chapter in the long and illustrious history of the Champions League. Manchester United are in action. They are kicking off their Champions League group stage campaign against Swiss side Young Boys. A game that United should comfortably win tonight, and overall it's a group that United should be sailing through to the knockout stages in. Also tonight, Chelsea are in action against Zenit St. Petersburg. The holders of this competition kick off their title defence in the Champions League at home against the Russian side. And again, it's another one that you'd expect the Blues to not only win tonight, but also get through their group as well. Elsewhere tonight, Juventus take on Malmo. Max Allegri's side should be winning that game there. Sevilla take on Salzburg. I'm backing the Spanish side in that game. Dynamo Kiev host Benfica. I'm giving Benfica the edge in that game. Lille play Wolfsburg. Could go any which way. I'm going to predict a draw for that game. I see it being an even kind of contest there. But it wouldn't surprise me if the French side go on and win that game. Europa League winners Villarreal take on Italian side Atalanta. Again, a draw seems likely, but I'm going to give the edge to Unai Emery's side. And finally, in what seems to be arguably be the biggest fixture of tonight's games, Bayern Munich take on Barcelona. The last time these two teams met, obviously, Bayern thrashed Barcelona, properly put them to the sword, with the German side coming out as 8-2 winners on that night. Will it be a repeat tonight, or will Barca exact revenge? Of course, it's a Barcelona side that's taking to the Champions League for the first time without Lionel Messi, of course. And so, not just with that being said, but with looking at both squads, I think I'm going to have to go for the German team to win, and for Robert Lewandowski to be back among the goals in club football's biggest European Cup competition. Bayern to win tonight against Barcelona. But of course, as I always say, these are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of last night's victory for Everton against Burnley? What do you make of Liverpool's victory against Leeds United on Sunday? And what do you make to the injury to Harvey Elliott? Was it the right call to send off the offender? Or I want to know what you guys think on that, because it's a very interesting debate and topic to have on that subject. And also, what do you make of tonight's Champions League action? What do you make of any of the teams that are in action tonight? Your Manchester United, your Chelsea's, the Barcelona versus Bayern Munich game, or any of the other teams that are in action tonight? I'd love to know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, whatever you want to call it, down below in the comment section, because I'm sure they'll all make for interesting reading. Otherwise, hit that like button on the way up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and would be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch, this has been another Fletch Talks video, and I will see and speak with you all again soon in another video.